Green light. Give it all you can.
We'll be with you shortly here. Just getting things ready. Welcome. You there? I'm here. Soon we'll be watching a race together. And I'm looking forward to that. 60-minute race at Zandvoort. I'm just setting up right now. Be ready shortly. Drivers are getting ready. They're warming up. And we're looking forward to a great race today here at Grey Wolf's Racing. They have a bunch of different legs. You can check them out. This is their Sunday GT3 event. Super glad to be here. Sunday afternoon. Hopefully you've had your lunches or dinners and got through doing your Hail Marys.
How long the pistol here is, guys. Last summer had the damage.
And I hear Jardier in the background. That's not good. Just a few more minutes and should be ready to broadcast. So far we already have 14 drivers on the track. And let's go live here. So hopefully you can hear them, and now you're going to be able to see them. So say goodbye to the music. And welcome you to Zandvoort. Yet another night race. Last week was a night race. This week's a night race. A lot of night races going on. This is going to be a toughie. Very challenging race at night. We're up to 15 drivers now. See the drivers on the left-hand side. We have R. Harper in the 132, Drysdale in the 191, High in the 180, the 86, Cardaglia in the 97. I don't think I've seen him race before. Jones in the 37, Hunter in the 34, the other Jones in the 66, Parks in the 513, Evans in the 69, Staples in the 91, Tholen in the 911. Tholen wasn't racing last week, is now his return. Same thing with LaFrance. Zielinski in the 13, LaFrance in the 1, Exton in the 3, and Jay Earl in the 95. And they still have time. There's plenty, 8 minutes left. Might get a couple other drivers coming in, who knows. Take a ride with Jay Parks. As he goes off track, just got into James' car in the wrong time there. So we'll switch to Uwe Tholen. So if you're out there and you're looking for a place to run Sundays, you should come in here and check it out. Why not? I'll be broadcasting these races for at least probably another, I would say, good, what's today? 5 or 6 weeks maybe before it gets warm out, and then it would be like every other week type of thing. I'm not sure exactly how much time on. Maybe I'll have a lot of time on Sundays. If it's a rainy Sunday day, I'll definitely be broadcasting the race. Let's take a look, if you don't mind. We're going to take a look at the standings here. Here, drag them right across onto your screen. Hopefully you can see that. There's your current standings. Jonathan Earl at first overall for the season with 320 points. I'm going to turn the volume down just a little bit so you can hear me better. Hopefully my volumes are okay. Seems like my mic might be a little too loud. Philip Staples in second with 220 points after 17 races. Mike Smith, for some reason his name's grayed out. I don't know if maybe he's not in this race. Not sure, but he's in 13 races. He has 204 points. Mark Jones with 180, followed by John Lloyd, then Uwe Tholen, Simon Jones, B. Evans. I'm trying to figure out why Matt is not listed in the points. That's kind of odd. Matt High is not in the points for some reason. Maybe he's just racing and not in the points. I'm not sure. I'll have to find that out. Simon Jones in 7th with 70 points. Barry Evans with 68. Hunter with 47. Jansen with 44. Oscar Cinthio 43. Adri with 32. Peter LaFrance, newcomer to the league, 6 races. Well, not that new. He's got 6 races. 31 points. Celine, 29 points. And that's all I'm going to go over for now. See down here, you got a regular James Parks with 17 points. They only do points for the first 11 drivers. So if you finish outside the 11, you're out of luck for points. And yes, I've been disqualified. I've never raced here. I've always only been broadcasting these races since on and off since last summer. So they had me in the group, but I was getting constant DQs, and that didn't look great on my Sim Racing GP license. So I had them just disqualify me. So that's what you're looking at for the standings. I'm going to close out that window. And here you are back. Riding with Zelensky. Every time I go to ride with someone, they jump off the track. Currently running with the 97 Ferrari of Tartaglia. Just trying to sound it out here. I'm just going to step away for a moment because I want to grab a cool, refreshing beverage. All right, I'm back. I hope everyone's having an excellent day today and enjoying your Sunday as much as I am. We have 1 minute left till qualify. And it'll be a 1 hour race with the pit stop. I'm having some beer and some dry Lucky Charms at the moment. All of a sudden I just got real hungry. $15, that's a pretty good amount of cars. I'm always happy when I go to announce a race and there's 15 or more cars. If you're interested in Grey Wolves Racing, I will drop I just realized I didn't have my Discord on. I will drop their Discord link in the chat. And there you go. In the chat, there will be the Discord information if you want to join them. I am not an administrator. I am not a league owner. I'm just someone that broadcasts the races. I enjoy watching races and broadcasting them. And I also enjoy promoting leagues. Things I like to do. I do Evolve, which those things for 100% for free. And I pretty much enjoy it. So if you're watching and you're interested, please hit the sub button. This channel's somewhat new and trying to grow, and appreciate every sub I could get. Green light, go, go, go. Qualification has begun. And I just ate all the marshmallows out of my Lucky Charms. And they were magically delicious. Zandvoort is a pretty tough track. It's a tough little cookie. It's a tough cookie just doing it in the light yet the dark. Let's ride with... Whoops, I just hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. Let's ride in car with the number 97. Yeah, hey, how are you, Stefan? Glad to see you in here. I don't think they allow BMWs. I could be wrong, but I don't think they allow BMWs in this league. They're waiting for the car to be bopped, I guess. A lot of leagues are doing that, actually. I'll bring up the times there in a second if I can get my act together. There we go. There's your times. That's not the times. Basic. A little disorganized today. In a minute here, when they have all their times up on the board, I'll share the screen that I'm looking at that shows all the lap times. Hello, Blood Wolf. How are you today? Were you supposed to race and you forgot? And this is also my home track. I would have been decent here. Oh well. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm sure they would have loved to have you race today. 15 drivers, which is pretty good turnout. Are all my volumes, can you guys tell me if my volumes are okay? Is the car too loud? Is my voice not loud enough? Or does my voice need to be lower? I think I got everything pretty close. So they're just starting to get their first qualifying lap in. Once they get to 3 laps, I will show you the screen that has the actual times. So far, Drysdale is first with a 136.937, followed by High, who is a 137.805. There's 4 guys with 138s. Oh! Drysdale is now in 136s. Harper's 136. I'll flash it on the screen here so you can see. That's what we're looking at. The times after 2 laps. Harper with the fastest, while with Drysdale, High, Staples. I'm hoping you'll be able to see this. I'm a little bit of a delay today for some reason. Usually I don't have such a delay. Jones 139, Zielinski 130, Tholen 140. LaFrance hasn't gone yet. Earl hasn't gone yet. Earl's pretty fast. LaFrance pretty fast. Jay Parks has done a 141. It's good. And if I would have been in the German juggernaut known as the Merc. Oh, okay. LaFrance has just stepped up to 9th place with a 140. I'm sure he's going to be doing faster than that. You see Tholen is right behind him. Followed by Exton, Jones, Parks, and Evans. So the guys that are really battling out is for position, I think, is Uwe Tholen for 6th and 7th place. Simon Jones and Uwe Tholen. Only 5 points separate the two of them. And behind them is Barry Evans with 68. The rest of the points are pretty far apart. You have Earl with 320, Staples 220, Smith 204, and Mark Jones with 180. And I'm thinking that Wolf is Peter Brett, maybe? There's a couple McLarens that are on here that aren't racing. Unless you're racing you're racing the Mercedes, not the McLaren. Oh, you're doing great with English, and I'm basically a person that tries to speak in simple tongue. A simpleton speaking in simple tongue. Also, if you watch the replay later in the week, it will have, if you hit the cog button, it will have the closed captions of the words on the screen, so you can read the words as the stream goes along. Google doesn't translate all the words perfectly, but they do a pretty good job, I think. There's 6 minutes and 6 seconds left in qualifying. We're riding with Uwe, trying his best to better his time. Last week we didn't have Uwe or LaFrance show up because I think they were in a endurance race or something. Nope, the one with the difficult last name that is hard to starting with an L in it. Okay, I'm gonna take a look. A lot of the names are difficult for me because I'm not a European speaker, so. There was a Christian Buckley racing in this race too. Starts with an L. I'm looking on the points roster. Alex, oh, that name says he's French. Oh, Netherlands. Alex Lethores. That's my guess. It's probably about as close as I'm going to get. Yeah, let's go Uwe, James, and Peter. Right. I just threw Uwe in that as well. But Mr. Buckley says go James and Peter. Blood Wolf is also part of the Fry Guys. Oh, okay. I think that's a team, right? Sorry, I'm trying to chew quietly as I chew on my Lucky Charms here. I'll bring the qualifications over on the main screen again. Earl with a 135.8. Drysdale with a 136. Harper 136. High 136. Staples 137. Jones 137. Tartaglia 138. Hunter 138. Exton 9th 138. Times are pretty close here. Tholen 138. LaFrance 139. Jones 139. J Parks 140. And the league administrator 141.827. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you're here to hang out. Thank you for watching the race. 2 minutes left in qualifying. Again, I'm not a admin here, or I'm just a person that announces the races. I don't own the league. I'm not an admin. I've never raced here. I've just done the announcing. But for those that are watching the race, are interested, it's pretty decent, I think, and I kind of like their rule set as well. They have a little section that has the rules right in it. It just says back markers are not expected to move and allow lead cars to pass. They should stay on the racing line and remain predictable to minimize incidents. I like that rule a lot. Number 2, it's up to the lead cars to initiate clean passes. Incidents where lead cars have caused contact by dive bombing, etc., may incur warnings or penalties depending on the severity of the incident. Here are the rules right here that I'm talking about. Back marker should not hold up lead cars attempting to pass. If the back marker is entering a corner, the lead car must allow them to follow the normal racing line. However, this does not mean the back marker should blindly follow the racing line as if the lead car is not there at all. If the lead car gets alongside, back marker should not fight into the next corner. Those are great instructions. Very clear and specific. And really, I just happened to see this the other day. Really, these rules, 1, 2, 3, 4, are all the rules that you need in racing. You really don't need any more. Back markers are permitted to overtake the lead car in order to unlap themselves, so long as do not then hold up the lead car. Back marker comes under pressure under blue flag. They must follow the usual rules and not fight for track position. Very, very simple, easy rules. You don't need 20 pages of rules. That's all you need. I really like that. I just happened to see this the other day. Stefan says, Fry Guy, one who is enlightened from the use of hallucinogens. Let's take a quick look at where everyone ended up for the qualify. Earl first, 135. Harper got in the 135s. Second, Drysdale, who gets a lot of poles, is third. High, fourth. Staples, fifth. Jones, Tartaglia, seventh. Hunter, eighth. Exton, ninth. Zielinski, 10th. Tholen, 11th. LaFrance, 12th. Jones, Parks, and then Evans. Crew of 15 drivers. I think that there's only like 2 races left in their season as well. So they're winding down to the end of it. Any league, if you have rules like that, it should make it easy to steward if you actually, follow through on those rules. Cars are lining up. They're getting ready, getting their last little bit of Gatorade or beer or bourbon, whatever they're into. Maybe taking in a bite of a nice ham and cheese sandwich or something. There's your pole sitter right there, Jay Earl. Harper in second, Drysdale in third, High in fourth, just as I just went over before. Jones, Tartaglia, Hunter, Exton, Zielinski, Tholen, so on. "54 seconds left. They should be starting their engines soon. As they start up their cars, just would like to say well wishes and prayers, blessings to people out there that are not feeling well today or sick or under the weather. Hopefully this tool shall pass. And we wish you the very best. There's the cars all lit up. Very, very poor lighting on this track. Tough place to race for an hour in the dark here. This is a cool little track. I'd like to visit this track in real life. I think it'd be a cool place. There we go. Go, go, go. Green light. As Daryl used to say, boogity, boogity, boogity. As always, we're watching the back at the beginning. It's the easiest place. Oh, we got contact right there between the Tholen and I'm not sure who the other car was. So 13. The 13 and the 3 got together. And also the 3 and the 132 had a little contact. Let's look at the front. Riding with Harper, who's currently in second place. Fourth place, third place is Drysdale. Fourth place, High. Jones. Then Staples. It was I think it was Jones and Staples that I read earlier to you guys. Are in the points battle. Oh, it was, I'm sorry, S. Jones and Uwe Tholen. One has 70, one has 75. Uwe currently has the upper hand on that battle, as he is 2 positions in front of Jones. There's Jones right here. We have 2 drivers. I just noticed in the pit. Zielinski's 5 down. Wow. Let's take a gander, see what happened to Zielinski. He's in the number 13. He got involved in 2 incidents early. Let's just take a look at him. No judging here, just to let you know. Okay, so that was 1. Oh, wow. So that was the 13. So the 13. And now, oh man, on top of getting hit, now Parks got a stop and go for speeding in the pits. That is a real bummer of a start. Poor James. Take a look at that one more time. See what happened here. Just a car got loose and came off the track and hit him. He just minding his own business. Luckily, it happened early on, so you never know what can happen in a race. It's early enough. There's 55, almost 55 and a half minutes left Unfortunately, he had to pit when there was no pit window. Oh, and now he's gone off. He's probably getting tons of... See what... Here, you don't have to move over like that. Like, you could just ride your line. If a car comes up and you're blue flag, they have to find their way around. Which is how racing should be. This is not F1. So, position-wise, Zelensky is back out again. There's the pit window. Unfortunately, those two guys couldn't have had their incident a lap later in the race. So Evans has moved up 2 places. Jones moved up 1 position. LaFrance 1 position. Folan 1 position. Everybody else, there's Staples with Jones in front of him. Jones had taken the position from Staples. Wish they had more lights at this track. Awfully dark. It's 1:42 a.m. I guess I'm not sure what the meter is or like the time multiplier, but I don't think these guys are going to see daylight in this race. So James is back on the track, has cleared his pit. Or cleared his stop and go, but he still has a pit window open. As all the drivers have right now. There's your first and second place cars. These guys had quite the race last week. Oh, I bet it's really great. Yeah, I like the smaller tracks like this. I bet you there's a very nice atmosphere when they have races at this track. Parks is in the pits again. He's probably having to fix the damage now. So he's going to be pitted 3 times. Poor guy. I feel sorry for him. Oh, he's getting his damage repaired now. Really feel sorry for that guy. The leaders are already going on their 6th lap, and James is still on his 2nd lap. So something happened to Harper, as you see. Harper and Earl, I'm not sure what happened, if they tried to pass or... I can't speculate really, but all of a sudden Drysdale and High are all over Earl, and Harper is falling all the way to 6. Number was Harper was 132. There was contact between the number 3, but that was earlier. The number 3 and the 132, and then something happened with the 95. Oh, here, let's take a look. Okay, somebody's trying to pass him. The McLaren's trying to pass him here, and there was contact. There you have it. That's what happened. Let's take another look from in car. To show you what happened here. They're riding side by side. He's in the other car's blind spot, and they're just, he hit his rear driver's side, passenger side bumper, it looked like. So bummer for him. And now he's behind Jones. And it looks like High has gotten by Drysdale. If you happen to be watching this later, the replay, and you're watching, you're listening right now, and you hear me talking to the chat and whatnot, think about hitting the subscription bar, because I really could use more subs trying to build up this channel. My goal eventually is to get, I think it's 800 subs I need, which is a lot. But that's when the channel will kick in as a partner. I'm almost already to halfway or more to enough views and hours watched. I just will need the subs. And that's the goal of this channel, to eventually become a partner. I know that's not going to happen overnight, but that's my goal. In turn, an effort for like subs, what I do is I promote the leagues. During the week, I'll put advertisements about the leagues, different websites. Help them out, try and recruit drivers. Try to help people look. We're looking for leagues, find leagues. And the payoff for me, hopefully, is more subscriptions. I have no desire to run a league or manage a league or any of that kind of stuff. I just want to build a community helping other drivers find places that they're suited for. You know, there might be one league that you don't like, and you're looking for another league, and you happen to find one of my advertisements. That's cool. Like, if I can help people find a good place for them. One place one guy might not like, and another place another guy really likes it. You know, so there's a shoe for everyone. Shoe that fits for everyone. Just got to find it. Currently running with Drysdale in the 191 Audi, and he's just put down a 136.687, which is actually faster than High, who was in front of him. And you see Jones behind them put even a faster lap down. They're all these guys, Jones and Harper, all cruising, all behind. 137 Staples. And then you get in 7th, you get a little bit of a drop where Tartaglia did a 138, Hunter 138. You get about a 2-second difference. And then when you get up back to 9th, you get 2 more seconds where after 9th, they're all 2 drivers in the 140s. And you have LaFrance in the 38, Jones 139, Evans 143. And sad to see, I think Big Natty, it looks like, has retired. He never got back on the track after his 2 laps. I hope that he gets back out on the track because it's frustrating when that kind of stuff happens. But at the same time, you can get back on there and get some practice laps in on a live track, which is always valuable. Trying to find some close racing here. It looks like Exton and Tholen are the closest 2 together right now, and also Drysdale and High. Actually, talking about, oh! Exton just hit the back end of Tholen. And where's Tholen? He's behind Exton. I think that was Exton that hit Tholen. Exton's, oh, they're going to contact again. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Let's see. That was the 911 and the 1. There. Oh wait a minute. That was the 1 in the 911. I thought it was Exton. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that was an incident between, actually not Exton, but LaFrance and Tholen. But there was contact right before that. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is what started it. Exton hit Tholen from behind when they came back in track. Tholen and LaFrance, who both went off track during this, then got together as well. Tough track at night. It's cold. And it's not easy. Hard to stop with cold tires. There's Drysdale. There's a bit of a gap between him and High now. There's High. High is in first now. Did what happened there? Oh, Earl's pitted. Earl's gone in the pits at 40 minutes. Earl is pitted, and the lead is now high with Drysdale in second. I think he might be the only one that is pitted. Driving with the 69 Aston Martin of Evans. Behind him is Zielinski. Zielinski is currently 2 laps down. And there he goes. He got by Evans, which is probably smart of Evans because I think it's to his advantage to let him go. I think Earl knows what he's doing by pitting early like that. I think he did the same thing, something similar to that last week. Looking for any cars that are like remotely close right now. LaFrance 3.5 seconds behind Tholen. Behind them is Jones. And there's Earl making his way back up through traffic. Park's just hanging out. Very frustrating start to his race. There's Evans. The leader of the race is just behind him. Right there. And he moved out of the way. Tough place to move for both drivers right there. So both Drysdale and Drysdale and High have cleared Evans. Harper's still quite a ways behind Evans. There's a big gap between Harper and Drysdale. And we're going to keep our eye on Earl's ascent. See, his last lap was a 137.035. He's currently in 12th position, has already pitted. High has now pitted, and Drysdale is in first place. So it should be very interesting to see where High comes out in relation to Earl. So Matt High made it out of the pits. Where is he now? 5 seconds he is. And he's stuck behind Peter LaFrance. Earl is cutting the time down. He's 9, well actually it's going backwards, 9 seconds behind. Now, LaFrance does not have to move out of the way, and that's something I really like about this league. You have to find your way around the other driver. Like, I mean, he could easily move if he wanted to, but he doesn't have to. And the 911 just received the stop and go. There he is right there. He must have sped in the pits. We're also down to 15 drivers now. Somebody's left. I believe Zielinski has left the race. There's Earl. So far, his pitting early didn't really work out too well because either High had just an amazing pit stop or what, but High has fresher tires and still has an advantage of 7.5 seconds. And now also Earl is going to have to deal with traffic in front of him right now of Jones. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. You see Jones that's for position right now. So Jones is racing his line, and I don't blame him. Goes for the outside pass on the stretch. And Jones went in the pits anyway. Interesting. So now Earl is going to have his work cut out for him to catch up to High. I mean, High's already almost 8 seconds ahead. And somehow Drysdale, he has not pitted yet, with just going on halfway in the race now. So he's going to have the freshest tires after he pits. And right now he's got a nice gap. He's got a really nice gap going for himself. Tholen has come back out of the pits now. But he's like 2.5 laps down. Jones is currently in the pits. LaFrance is already pitted. And he's trying to get by Staples, who is on old tires. This is where it makes it interesting. Everyone's pitting at different times. Their tires are at different. Now LaFrance has got new tires, so he wants to go, 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 go. While Staples is just trying to stay on the track. I mean, LaFrance is a lap down, but Staples still has to pit. So if it was me, I'd push that car. Not touch it. I wouldn't touch the car, but I would push him like there's no tomorrow. I'd make him move. There's your lineup right there. So we started with 15 drivers. We're now down to 14. And one driver has been in the pits for quite some time. I'm sure he's just spectating the race. Maybe having something to eat. Take a look at the leaderboard here. Drysdale has 20 seconds over Staples. See, there's Staples that had LaFrance behind him. Then you have Hunter. Also has not pitted yet. Behind him is Jones. There's Evans. Hunter behind Evans. He's given plenty of room there, and he's actually slowing himself down. He gave Hunter a chance to pass. Hunter did not take it. And behind Hunter now, all over Hunter, is S. Jones. Oops, that's the wrong driver. Here's S. Jones right here. Right behind the Ferrari and Evans. Bloodwolf says, I have seen so many classes race here. Some cars that raced here were great to see in real life, I bet. I'd actually prefer sports car, regular cars over the F1 or open wheel cars. As you see in the lower left-hand corner, Matt High is in third, and Drysdale, who has just pitted recently, is now in fourth and 3 seconds behind. But Drysdale has tires that are almost 10 minutes to 15 minutes newer. Or let's just say High has a lot more tire wear than Drysdale does, so that might come in effect in the last, say, 10 minutes of the race. Well, let's take a look where Earl is now. He's worked his way up to fifth, so he's Oh, he's 3.6 seconds behind Drysdale. But don't forget, Earl pitted way before everyone else. I don't know if that will have any effect on him or not. We'll see. Time will tell. Whoa! Oh no! What happened? He saw that cloud of dirt there, which was Harper. Was that Harper? We're going to go back 30 seconds. Let's see what happened. So we can spot what happened here. So far, everything looks fine with Harper. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe Earl just, I don't know what happened. He saw a cloud of dirt and then just went off. And now he's just sinking. There goes, pretty much goes his chance for a podium. And he's in the 95. Don't have a record of what happened there. My last incident replay was between the 911 and the 1. So I think he just lost it, Earl. That's a shame. I was looking forward to see how it would play out between Earl and Drysdale, but we're not going to, Earl and Drysdale, but we're not going to see that. Hunter is finally pitted. There he is with 23 minutes left. Staples still has not pitted, but he slowed down quite a bit. He's doing, his last lap was a 1:37.3. And your second place car and in the catbird seat right now is High. Bloodwolf says, I have seen a Callaway Corvette here. Awesome loud. Same with the BMW Z4 GT3. Nice. We have two drivers in the pits now. I see his car's moving. His car's being worked on and he's about to leave. That's Evans. There's Stolen's putting a pass on, it looks like Hunter. Hunter's got to stop and go, so all of his work, all the time that he built up is now going to be erased by a stop and go. So tragedy for Hunter. And he's got the leader on him now. And he's going to have to go in the pits. There's 15 minutes left of the... This is an interesting strategy by Staples. He has not pitted yet. And we're ticking down to 20 minutes. There's 15 minutes and 35 seconds left in the pit window open. Oh, there he goes now. And right behind him, you got Hunter and Staples both pitting. You see the time ticking down. Matt High is in second. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 6 seconds. Any second now, you're going to see High go by. So there goes the lead. There goes second place. Drysdale just passed. There goes Harper. So Staples now has dropped all the way to fourth. Jones is 5 seconds back. He's going to be next. There goes Jones. So Staples dropped all the way to fifth. And sixth place is 39 seconds back. So it's pretty safe. Hunter has cleared his stop and go. Tholen is running in 12th. Behind him, Evans. In front of him is Hunter. Then Jones, Exton, LaFrance. Could swear I downloaded all Peter's cars. I don't know why that's... I don't know if that's his car or not. It's awful dark, so I can't tell. Does it have a Canadian flag on it? It's hard to see. But he has Exton 1.6 seconds, 1.5 seconds behind, and I think we're going to have a battle between these two guys maybe. Let's go from the in-car view of Exton. Well, it looks like Peter LaFrance is pulling away a little bit on Exton. So we're going to go away from this, and we're going to take a look at Drysdale, who is reeling in High. High had a pretty nice cushion at one point, but he's seen that evaporate. And not even too far back is Harper. And Harper has turned almost 2 seconds a lot faster than High, so he's pouring it on. It won't be long if Harper keeps doing these fast laps. We'll have a three-way race very soon if he keeps it up. The McLaren is coming hard. And he's got no traffic in between them. It's just going to be a 3-on-3, basically. Or what? First, second, and third all battling each other. We'll keep an eye on Harper's laps. There's a look at the incidents in the race right there. So far, there might have been a couple contacts that you haven't seen. There's your fastest lap of the race. Is bet on was by Harper with a 1:35. Oh, he just turned another fast lap, 1:35.685, and he is just cooking right now. Harper, again, this lap has turned the fastest lap of the first 3 drivers. He's really moving. 14 minutes and 40 seconds left. Even Earl, so look at Earl's not giving up. And look at Earl is all the way back up into 6th place again. I thought he was going to be done, but after he pitted, he's just... I guess he had enough of a lead of laps that he's able to hold on to 6th place. Great job. Then you have Staples in 5th, Jones in 4th. Harper trying hard to catch the 2 guys in front of him, and he can see them now. Look at that. Amazing job in the McLaren. I don't personally find the McLaren is a very fun car to drive, but I don't find it the easiest car. I think it's one of the harder cars, even though it could go fast. Look at that, 137.1 for Harper. He is just gobbling up those seconds. He's gonna, another lap, he's gonna be all over Drysdale. And then let's see if he has enough time. If he can get by Drysdale and keeps his pace, he might contend for first place still. Let's see what this lap brings Harper. Wow, 135.9! Holy smokes! It's the Harper show! Oh, it goes off a little. That's always happens to me after I do my fastest lap. And I'm like, wow, that was fast. Even though most of my fast laps are really slow. Usually when I do a great lap that is great for me, the next lap is horrible. Because I'm still thinking about, wow, I can't believe I did that lap. Instead of thinking of what's in front of me. That's why I'm an amateur and these guys are pros. "11 minutes left. Can Harper get by Drysdale?" We have to stay with this at the moment because it's the most exciting part of the race. I mean, the fact that he turned to 135.9, he is just on it. He is definitely out to move up. And I don't think he's just going to be satisfied with third. Slowed down a little bit on that lap. But he was still 500 a second faster than Drysdale. And also, it was faster than High as well. They've now turned 30 laps. It's quite the battle going on between Jones and Staples as well. Jones, Staples, let me see here. I think Jones just got by Staples, I'm not sure. And they have another Jones in front of them. So can Staples get by Jones for 4th place? We're going to hop back to the battle for 2nd place. We just clicked over under 9 minutes. Can he get him on the straight? He's going to get him on the outside, but I don't think he's going to get the pass. We're going to go to the Helicam. Oh, Drysdale backed off. Very sporting of him. Very sporting. Oh, some really gentleman racing right there. So now Harper has a lap car between them. And he meets the lap car on a very difficult area of the track. Oh boy, this is gonna kill him. Oh, he gets by. Nice move by Exton. Very helpful. But then he comes back on the track in front of Drysdale. This is a tough place. If you're a blue flag car on this position, there's like nowhere to hide really. LaFrance is already up into 7th place. He's going to be trying to get out of the way as well. Oh boy, using all that track, but he nearly tagged the wall. And he's not up on LaFrance. He's not up on LaFrance enough, but LaFrance takes a turn wide, makes plenty of room. Oh, that was close, but good, he made it. And he is just out for blood. He's got plenty of time, 6 minutes, 40 seconds left. And Harper is the Harper Show. Number 132 just putting on absolute clinic. LaFrance has a huge gap between him and whoever's behind him. So, but I see Exton got by LaFrance. All right, here we go. He is caught up. Take a look at their times. Here's their last lap's time, and you're about to see this lap's time. 137, 136 was their last lap, and now they're going to straight again pretty soon here. Although they already passed the straight. I'm sorry. So Harper was almost the second. He was almost up a second on high that last lap. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left. It's been a very exciting race up front here. And those of you who are watching, thank you. If you're watching on a replay, thank you. Appreciate you viewing. Feel free to share the link anywhere you can. It helps advertise the league and also will help me build up my channel. Here he comes. Here comes the straight, guys. Is he going to get him in the straight? Oh, he touched the wall. He lost his momentum by touching the wall there. Going to take the helicam view. Time is ticking down. He's got 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Can he catch him with... He just... You know, he has time. He has time to be patient, but at the same time, more time goes by, less chance you have to take his chance. And now he's dropped back off him just a bit of a tad here. They're really close to that corner. We started with 15 drivers. We're down to 13 now. Oh, he slammed the wall once again. Too overzealous on that corner right there, and it's costing him time. 2 laps in a row now. We're down to 2 minutes left. So basically, we might have 2 more, this lap and 1 more lap. So he's running out of chances to get by high. And you see that's Drysdale lurking in the back. There's Evans in 12th, Tholen in 11th, Hunter 10th, Jones, LaFrance, Exton, Earl. Nice recovery by Earl coming in 6th now. And it looks like Harper has dropped back quite a bit. You see he's a couple car lengths behind. And the last lap, he just couldn't get by. He needs to get up to him before they get to the straight. If he could get up on him before they get to the straight and not hit that wall coming out, he might have a chance. But it's not looking good for him. There you go, final lap. What do you think, guys? Is he going to get him or not? The point system is 1 to 11th gets points, I think. 1st to 11th. been a pretty good race. The darkness is a little tough on the eyes, but it's been a very eventful race. As you see, Harper pitted way before. I think it was Harper pitted quite a bit before Earl. I think I could be wrong. I mean, Harper pitted quite a ways before High, unless I'm getting mixed up with Earl. But I don't think Harper is gonna. I think he's done. I think High would have to make a mistake at this point. There we go. There's the flag. That's it. So High first, Harper second, Drysdale third. There's Jones fighting. Oh, he just hit somebody in the back. Oh no, somebody hit him in the back. Was going for positions. I think that was Staples. They was going for it there, and tapped him. And behind there, the 66 is right in front of Hunter, and I don't think Hunter's going to get him. Tholen's finished. Evans is finished. That's your race, guys. High first, Harper second, Drysdale third, Jones, Staples, Earl, Exton, LaFrance, Jones, Hunter, Tholen, Evans, Parks. We're missing two guys, Zielinski and somebody else. I can't think of who. That's the end of your race. Fireworks are going off. In the background, you see the fireworks. And that's the race. Good, solid race. I enjoyed it. Hopefully everybody else did too. If you're watching this, please hit the thumbs up or subscribe button. And really enjoyed having you here, hanging out. And we'll talk to you again next week, where we'll look forward to the next race. Thank you again for watching Woes Broadcasting.